Alright, so Berritas, I'm here with none other than Chiney K, future culture minister. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Hello, Jamaica.
We can see a little bit of the outfit. Like your check out. Alright. Long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold you. And this long time, girl. Alright. Alright, so tell me now, like, I know you're somebody who's very passionate about your country.
Right.
Always trying to give back. So, like, just tell me what it feel like for being at the presence of, like, the industry showing up to support Jamaica getting back on its feet.
Well, you know, usually we're in the industry and usually around most of these people, but usually like in a party setting, right? But it's really an honor to see my fellow workers, fellow influencers, fellow creators come together for such a great cause, because at the end of the day, if we can party and enjoy Jamaica, we must be able to come together to build back Jamaica, which is very, very important for us, because at the end of the day, we're Jamaican to the core. You know, nobody can talk bad about we, understand? So it's very important that we come together and strengthen Jamaica and get us back to a point and even better than we were before.
No, how you feeling about like what the landscape feels like for content creators who are going to be affected by, you know, the tragedy of Hurricane Melissa, in terms of not as much events, maybe pushing back some of their things that they wanted to promote and, you know, had on the pipeline. How do you suggest that they navigate a moment like this?
So I believe it's something that we all find challenging, because at the end of the day, us as content creators and influencers, posting online on social media sometimes for us is how we get an income. And if we cannot get that income, then we won't be able to go ahead and help others. So it's kind of a tricky space, but I would say time and place for everything. I would say read the room, but ultimately we still need to, you know, little by little get back to some sort of normalcy, because at the end of the day, when you sign these contracts prior to Hurricane Melissa, your contractual obligation has to be done. But it's all about navigating the space. And as I said before, now is the time to be that influence and use that platform to share awareness. Even if you're not making money, still share the awareness, donate if you can, help out if you can, and let's come together still as influencers to build us back.
No man, on the ear, the culture minister. Oh gosh. No, I do want to also say, because, you know, I have to big up people. You have had a lot of extension of your brand this year. You know, the Chiney K brand expand. Yes. Talk to me about, like, from film, like what that experience was like, how you're soaking up that moment, and are you having more, your eyes up on the horizon now, like you expect more things like that?
Of course. So coming out next summer will be my very first feature film, which I play the lead role of Tessa Riley. And I'm so excited. My first feature film, first lead role like that. And I've just been soaking up in the moment, because I cannot believe that I was presented with that opportunity. Yeah. You understand? As an actress, I can't wait to change my bio, but I'm waiting a little bit till it's ready.
I know a long time she act in her room, I know a long time you act out stuff in your room and then see it, you know?
Of course. And maybe you don't know, but I did do years of acting in college too. Yeah. So it's really nice that it comes to fruition. And and I'm gonna be looking to do more roles and stuff, but I kind of want to wait till the movie drops so they could see, you know, my performance, and then I'll be able to go from there. But it's definitely something that I would love to get into, and I'm really excited for everybody to see it. It's such a great movie. Such great actors, and the director and everybody is amazing, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it and support it.
Look on the girl, extend our brand, extend the legacy, and not only that, but yeah, so did I represent Jamaica in which country? Was that what? China, Japan? Which part of the world was that?
Sweet Mary and Joseph. As a Jamaican, I'm everywhere. Maybe I should get that festival queen title.
No, come on, man. No, man.
No, but I was recently in China and in India, and China for my second time, to which I won an award. So it was an amazing opportunity to be selected to, you know, represent Jamaica. And you know what I really love about it? It's like, I am me. Like, they asked me to represent being me. And y'all know I'm kind of crazy. And if they love the craziness, then it is what it is.
We're crazy but never lazy.
You ain't never lie.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm really excited about that opportunity. But anywhere, any chance that I could get to represent Jamaica and to say I'm Jamaican, put me there. Mm-hmm. Put me there. Put me there like the one mosquito they found in Alaska for the very first time. Put me there. Yeah. You're going to know I'm Jamaican. And mosquito is probably Jamaican too.
All right, so I'm going to just give some quick little rapid fire, because you know I'm staying. Just give me your first little or pageant response. Your most, you know, like you're representing a brand now. All right, now, what are your thoughts on people making fun of the Miss Jamaica who fell, or like that issue of the tribulations where did I go on over there? What do you say about that?
That is absolutely terrible, because it can happen to anyone. What I realized is on my show, I remember we spoke about Kid Cudi. He happened to jump off stage and stuff like that. And I was talking to my co-host, Copper Sean, and I said, can you imagine like just, walking and falling off the stage? And he says, Chiney K, it happens. Especially when you're on stage, you're performing. It's the lights, it's this, it's that, and one misstep could cause you to fall. But I don't think people should make fun of that because in any situation, it can happen to anybody. All we have to do is rally around her, support her, wish her a speedy recovery and everything like that. But it would have been great if we would have, continued on. But Mana Planan got to wipe out. Things happen, and the best we can do is just support her. And her comeback will be even greater when she gets a second chance around.
Okay, thanks for that. Buju versus Daryl Vaz.
I ain't gonna lie. Why the rest of it hurts? I'm not gonna lie. You can see the tears forming in the corners of Buju's eyes and when he used all them colorful words. But what I didn't like was when Daryl said, the musician. You know who Buju Banton is. You understand what I'm saying? Put some respect on the dread's name. You understand? But in a sense that I get political and, in a sensitive time like this, you do not want a bad name on Jamaica, especially when so many people are donating, send barrels, send things, and you don't want to discourage people from sending things because in my ear said things that come out of the barrel. I remember Buju has a huge influence, but if Buju said the stove was in the barrel, the stove was in the barrel. You understand? So he said what he said. But in all seriousness, though, I do still feel like the situation could have been addressed a little bit more respectfully. Says Buju Banton you're talking about, say Buju Banton. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just the respect thing. But I do understand that it's a passionate situation, and we just want the best for Jamaica. We don't really want a bad name right now, but respect same way.
And then finally, Reggae Boyz losing the match and then going to Taboo to party after.
All right, so here's what I will say. See that whole situation now? Sometimes you don't want to sit in your hotel room like wallowing in your tears. You understand? Sometimes we gotta tip the girls. Don't put that in there. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, none of us are out there playing the match, so we don't know how physically hard it is. Usually when we look from the sidelines, we can say, yeah man, we can do it, we should do it, we should do that. But realistically, I know they have, based on seeing, online, it's not really the players per se, but it's just the entire organization that sometimes people have issues with. So I'm not like I'm a huge football fan, but not huge to where like I know the specific details about what's going on. But I will say we're all humans, and instead of sitting there and wallowing in our tears, going crazy and saying that maybe they just wanted to go out and celebrating, maybe just getting this far. But it would have definitely been oh my God, it would have been such an amazing time. It would have been amazing if we had got that qualified, especially we have a lot going on right now. It would have been such an extra boost. And you know how we take football and them things that's serious. So it would have been nice, but I do know that in March we have some kind of we still have a chance in March, so hopefully we can qualify then, and then take it to the next level. But either way, I guess they did their best.
All right, so finally, I just want to give out any word of encouragement to just probably people, being unsure about this season and what it means, because you're a girl where how to pivot. How to make opportunities out of anything. Big up Kareem. What kind of advice would you give to anybody right now who kind of unsure, like, how make a bounce back, how make a still maintain my brand in a season like this?
All right, so you got this, okay? Baby girl, baby boy, you right there watching me, you got this, all right? This season is not your finale season. And when I'm talking to you, I'm telling myself this as well. Sometimes things happen that throw us back, or unexpected things, in this case Hurricane Melissa, where I wonder, okay, how are we going to do this, how are we going to do that? But stay strong, be resilient, do not lose focus. Stay focused on the brand. You might think you had it like this, but you might have to go so around at one part and come back again. You understand? The path to success is never straight, and I want to say, as long as you're doing something towards your goal and your aspirations, you're doing it all. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you to keep focused, don't worry about the noise, don't worry about I don't say don't worry about your surroundings, but just try to keep your eye on the prize, because the reward at the end is going to be greater. And when you're looking at it now, you're going to look back and be like, what was I worrying about? Look at me now. You understand? So I just want you to say that I love you, if nobody told you that, and keep focused. And baby, you got this.
Wow. Yeah, so she said that eloquently, and she said, I love you while we're at the I Love Jamaica Telethon. Yes, so she just tied that in. It's a walking brand right
Festival
there.
Queen.
Come on, man. I could just look a long time, girl. Me never been. All right, peace out.